Hello everyone, this is today's video analysis for September 24, 2018. Today we're looking at the NZDUSD, the New Zealand dollar, versus the US dollar for today's trade analysis. Now, when we're talking about trading the trend, we have to observe, of course, that there's multiple different trends within trends. We have downtrends, long-term and short-term, mid-term trends, long-term, short-term, and even shorter intraday trends, long-term and short-term. And we have to observe that there's multiple trends within trends. You can see the black trend line here being a longer-term downtrend as we view it here on the daily time frame, long-term downtrend. However, within that downtrend, there have been periods, days, and even weeks where the market went up within that downtrend. We have to observe that and note that sometimes you're going to buy within a downtrend or sell within an uptrend. That's just the case because there are multiple different trends within trends. So along the black trend line, we observe a downtrend. But for the past couple of weeks, the market has been turning higher. And actually, a couple of weeks ago, we started observing clues and evidence to the fact that it might turn higher, and I'll talk about that here in a moment. But you see the red trend lines, periods of rising within the falling trend, rising within the falling trend, and even the blue trend line down here, and that's of course going to be the current trend, rising and actually pushing above the black trend line in the past couple of days and really changing our longer term perspective a bit. Let's go ahead and zoom it in a little bit here, and as you zoom it in, you can see again the market hit a bottom low down here right around the 0.65 level and started turning higher, creating short-term lower highs and lower lows, and it's been doing that for the past couple of weeks. So if we're going to trade the trend, we have to decide, are we going to trade the shorter term trend or the longer term trend? In this case, I think trading the shorter term trend, the blue trend line, becomes the opportunity that we're going to look for here for our intraday trade. There's nothing really significant scheduled on the news calendar that would change my opinion about this. There's no New Zealand news, no US news, significant news scheduled on the news calendar here for Monday the 24th. So nothing to change my mind. We'll just go with the flow, go with the sentiment, or go with the direction that the market is currently moving in. Take it down here to the 4-hour time frame. I spoke about some clues and evidence of potential shift in the direction. That was down here at the very bottom of the chart. We spoke about this a couple of weeks ago. The red line, the three little circles here, recognizing a head and shoulders, inverted head and shoulders pattern, indicating a potential shift in direction. Right, what was lower highs and lower lows turning into higher lows and higher highs. And if you were able to trade that, then you've had an opportunity to see some profit. Buying from down here around the green shaded area, you've seen a decent amount of profit as it's risen back into the yellow shaded area. So as long as it continues to move in that direction, it becomes an opportunity for us to trade as a long or a buy here for the New Zealand dollar, not really focused on selling until, again, the trend or sentiment changes and we start to see some more bearish price action, maybe lower highs and lower lows. So as we observe it here today, let's just zoom it in on this yellow shaded area, yellow zone, 66, 65, 66, 70. You can see it just sitting here, or sorry, that's 66.80 at the top, the yellow zone, 80 down to 65. We see it pushing above there and now just sitting down here as an area of support. So as long as it stays within the direction of the trend and sentiment within and above the yellow zone, I believe it's a better buy than a sell. The only real reason I would sell it is if that pattern changes and it breaks back under the yellow zone. You can see that over here on the left hand side when the market got back under the yellow zone, long red candle back under the yellow zone, it began pushing down to the orange zone, under the orange zone, pushed down to the green zone. So that's what we're looking for here. 66.65, 66.80 is the yellow zone. Within and above it, we look to target the next level higher, which happens to be the pink zone, 67.20. If it breaks the yellow zone, we look for a change of the pattern, and again, we look for it to fall back down to the orange zone. Forex Black Book turned green a couple of weeks ago. That's also showing us bullish momentum for this currency pair. We can talk about that more in the trade room today, but definitely more of an uptrend pattern than a short pattern here for the New Zealand dollar. US dollar has not been moving higher. If you look at the dollar index, not been moving higher. We'll do that later in the trade room. So definitely an upside expectation for the New Zealand dollar today.
From Forex Traders Daily, this has been your daily analysis with Ross Mullins. If you would like to get Ross's analysis on all the currency pairs he's watching and all the trades he takes today, join him in his live trade room by clicking on the link below. Please leave any comments you have about today's video in the comments section below.